There's a lot of discussion online about CMYK palettes and split palettes and what's the best palette. Of course, no palette's perfect, but I do think that a CMYK palette using cobalt teal for cyan is a flawed palette. My palette is phthalo blue for the cyan, bismuth yellow, or cadmium lemon for the magenta, not use magenta, but instead quinacridone rose, PV19. This demo is to show just how wide a range these pigments can get. Here, I'm showing that I can nearly match cad red light. Is it a perfect match? No, but unless you're using your paint straight out of the tube, it is basically a match. Same thing with cobalt teal. Basically mix cobalt teal with phthalo and yellow and white. Unless you are using cobalt teal straight out of the tube and not mixing it with anything, it basically matches. Here, I'm showing how flawed cyan is compared to phthalo blue. It cannot make deep dark blues. The saturation just isn't there. And here I'm showing that with phthalo blue you can make some very nice purples and violets. Here are the greens, and once again phthalo blue and yellow cannot match the most saturated cobalt teal, but on the flip side cobalt teal cannot match the dark saturation that phthalo blue can provide. On the light end it is very close, and on the dark end it's not close at all. I forgot to show that cobalt teal does not make good purples. They lose saturation. So in my opinion, the widest chroma range you can get from a palette this limited is white, bismuth yellow, or cad lemon yellow, quinacridone rose, PV19, not magenta, phthalo blue, not cobalt teal, and a black. If someone else has a limited palette that is more capable than this one, I would love to know what it is, because I'm always looking to improve my palette. No mixing can match the absolute brightest colors out of the tube, but I almost never use colors out of the tube without some degree of mixing.